Summer food is quite an art, isn't it? And it's a great time of year to use fresh veggies just like these. And other foods that aren't so heavy are a little light, especially when you can't go out on the grill. You can still make stuff inside and not have it be too crazy. Hello again, everybody. This is Migueltio, the North Country Latino. We're going to do just that tonight. And one of the things I'd like to make during the summer that's not too heavy when you make it inside is fish, pescado. And tonight we're going to make Pescado A La Ranchera, which is generally a Mexican recipe, but it's a good seafood for anybody who likes fish. And we try to make things that maybe if you have never had it before, you just might try on any given night. And you're going to start with what we call a court bouillon. You've got about a quart of water. That's going to go into a pot. We're going to add to it good old adobo. So take your, I guess you'd call it a jar of adobo. It's this plastic container, you know, it's not a can really, but it's not a glass jar either. Your container of adobo, and put in about, 1.5 teaspoons. You could use salt, pepper separate, but what's adobo? Salt and pepper. Especially this one. Add to that 2 bay leaves. 1, 2. And you're going to let that boil for a bit, so turn on that back controller. Now that you got your bouillon boiling, you're going to take your fish and you're going to put it in and poach it for a good 3 minutes in the bouillon. So there we go, the fish is now in the bouillon and we're going to poach it in there for about 3 minutes. In the meanwhile, pull up that oven to 350. Next we're going to make the sauce, and then after the sauce is done, we're going to put it all in the oven. Now, you're going to make the sauce that's going into this. This is about a cup of white onions, and I'm using some of my fresh banana peppers we got from the garden this summer. Geez, winter. Get ahead of myself. Saute them in a little bit of non-cooking spray, non-stick spray. You can use oil, but this is less calories, less fat, and it does the same trick. So get those peppers and onions sauteed. Now to those sauteing peppers and onions, you're going to add about a pound of tomatoes all cut up. I like to use the small cherry or grape tomatoes when you can. Makes less of a mess with a recipe like this. Consider you're making a sauce, you know. They're already chopped small. Saute them all together in there. Add about half a teaspoon of ground cumin. Goes very good in any Mexican recipe I think I've ever known. Stir it in. Join to the cast a heaping teaspoon of good old mashed garlic. And this is going to be one fun sauce to put over that fish. Stir it all good together. Turn your heat down. So it's like a veggie salsa, you know. Get all the veggies nice and tender. Meanwhile, over in Fishland, they're poached, so we're going to scoop them out and put them in a baking dish. These little yummy fillets. Use any fish you like, it doesn't matter which one. Anything that's available to you is good fish for this recipe. This is cool the way these lay out nice. Nice little cuts. The fish is going to get topped with the salsa. Fish and salsa together, ready to go in the oven, 350 for 10 minutes. Now after the 10 minutes is up, you're going to take that fish out of the oven. Like this, of course. looking good already, isn't it? Remember that bouillon? Here's a reminder, don't throw out the bouillon. You're going to take about half a cup of it. So maybe you can reserve that and then put the rest away. And pour that over. Then you're going to put the whole thing back in for another 3 or 4 minutes or so. Alright, look at that plate. Some fish and some salsa ready to get served. Add to it some awesome summer soft potatoes. And along with it, right from the garden, some summer squash, freshly steamed. Now that's not a plate to be served. I don't know what is. Accompany that all with a beautiful green salad. All from the garden, all from a farmer's market as well. And spoon a little of that bouillon over the fish before you serve it. So there you go, Pescado A La Ranchera. Another beautiful recipe for a beautiful summer's day. And I hope everybody is having just that, folks. This is a shout out to everybody who's ever lived in Batavia, because we're going there soon, and I hope you guys are all having a great summer, whether you still live in Batavia or whether you're living elsewhere. Have an awesome summer. I got great news from one of my old friends there, Tracy Harley, who says there's now a bodega in Batavia, a Mexican market, so it's a Mexican bodega. I've been wishing for one of those in that town for quite a while, so I hope to check it out. I hope everybody, whether you're from Batavia or anywhere else that I've been, Potsdam College, New York City, anywhere, has a great rest of the day. Time to eat. Migueltio, the North Carolina Latino, saying, hey, Pescado A La Ranchera. And as a Migueltio extra added feature, some awesome farm market fresh blueberries and blackberries with a little wedge of guava paste. Makes for a beautiful accompaniment to this great meal. Enjoy, folks!